ni tajiri, ana pesa.
Exactly. The definition of a sugar daddy is somebody who is wealthy. I think the person has to be wealthy. But the wealth in a depends how wealthy a person is. But for you to be a 25-year-old or 28-year-old, you must have money, because you'll not just have a sugar baby, you can't take care of her. Because initially, this is a beneficial relationship. It goes two ways. As in, yeah, I'm benefiting with you, I'm giving you company because you want a younger woman, and me, I want an older man and I want to be taken care of. Like, it's a two-way thing. Yeah.
Okay. Kuna mtu mwingine ana swali?
Before we move to where to get the daddies and stuff like that, because we have to move with the topic, we have to get them and yeah, tuendelee to topic, tuendelee tu.
Kuna mtu ana swali? Alafu Nancy, kama niko ati kuna mtu anauliza, is there qualifications to be a sugar babe?
I would say there is no qualification. The only qualification you need is you need to be sharp, and you need to inform yourself, because you are going to date older men who have more experience than you, and we have some men who can misuse you, so you need a lot of information. So the only qualification you need is your confidence and your sharpness and your intelligence. That's the only thing you need, because you are dealing with older men and people with life experience more than you, because they are older than you anyway. So that's what I would say.
I think confidence is more important in this. But enough confidence enough. Otherwise, older men, I think also they tend to, kama una ile confidence ya kujiongelelea, atakurudisha chini to be small.
Yeah, because they will rule you. You are supposed to meet the guy and talk. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As in, is it going to work or not? Because remember, it's a beneficial relationship. You will not date an older man if you're not benefiting anything, And the older man needs a younger woman, Kuna mtu nimeona ameuliza swali hapa. Okay.
Yeah, anauliza tu. Ngoja. Do sugar daddy wanafanya long distance relationship?
I think it's a little bit hard, because a sugar daddy, first of all, you should know a sugar baby, most of them are businessmen. They're always traveling, they're always going for meetings, they're always doing something. So if it's gonna be a long distance, remember that sometimes you want to chat with him, but he's busy doing his business. So most of the time, most of the sugar daddy long distance doesn't work. I'm sorry, but that's the truth. It doesn't work most of the time. You have to have the guy there, and you need to make a plan. You need to make a plan that the guy says, I want to be meeting you like twice a month, because you must have a plan. You can't just be meeting the guy every day, like the guy is a businessman, is outside the country, so you arrange yourself. I want to be seeing you 4 times a week, I want to be seeing you 3 times a month, like that. So long distance is a little bit tricky, because they are moving from one corner to the other. Now with long distance, I would say probably it can, but I wouldn't advise anybody to do that.
But kwa nini it's not possible? Kama all the time wako on the way, then maybe you can always be telling me, come to this place, I'm going there for a business meeting, then we meet. The next time wako mahali kwingine ananiambia, come in this place, I'm doing some business, then we meet.
But it depends. It depends on what long distance you're talking about, because I can also do a long distance when I'm in Germany, and I'm in Brandenburg, and I have a sugar daddy in Düsseldorf. That's a long distance. But if you're gonna say like a long distance in Africa, like a sugar daddy is in Germany and you're in Africa, and he has to invite you always. Remember, you need visa, you need whatever. If I can do a sugar dating when I'm in Germany.
You are explaining about why the long distance relationship can't work.
I think it depends what long distance you're talking about, because if you're talking somebody who's in Germany or in Europe and somebody's in Africa, most of the time doesn't work. But if I'm doing long distance here in Germany, it can work, because the guy will say, okay, I'm booking you a flight to France, I'm booking you a flight to Paris, and that's okay. But from Africa, remember, first of all, you need visa, you need all this, and that's why there's so many like, unless you look for sugar daddy in Africa but not in Europe, or you can, if you can travel alone, it's okay. If you don't need to be assisted with visas and everything, you can really what can I say, you can really do it very, very, very comfortably.
How do you start talking about the money part? Most sugar daddies just want to pay per meeting.
I wouldn't say, first of all, pay permit is like, I just came to see you. You have to fuel my car. He's not paying me for nothing. He's not paying me like a service. I just came to see him, to have a dinner with him. It is his responsibility to fuel my car. It is his responsibility to know that I get back home safely. So that's safe. So that's what I'm saying. When he gives you that money permit, that is not a paying service. So when it comes to asking about money, I would suggest it depends on where you met your daddy. If you met your daddy like online, you should talk about money when you meet him in person. You sit down and you explain to him and everything, and then you guys make arrangements. Like, you know what? Yeah, it's like this. My bills are like this, and that's how you talk about money. Like, that's how you talk about money with the daddy. Like, you only have to meet him and explain to him, because at the end of the day, he's a sugar daddy and he knows that you have needs. You have to give him your needs, and then you still to decide, is he qualified to have you? If he's not qualified, just look for another daddy. But about money, it is always very straight from the start that I'm with you because of beneficial circumstances, and you also have to take care of me. So taking care of me is about money, because I have to clear my college, I have to pay my rent, I need to invest, I have to do a lot of things, and you are there to support me. So, honey, about money, that is not a question. That is a question that comes immediately, and then from there, because the relationship can either be long term or the relationship can be short term. You can't choose. That one, it all depends on how you understand with each other, And from there, that the allowances come for the long-term relationship, like, because it's a long-term dating. Then if you meet the guy like 2-3 times, then it's like, okay, you know what, now we can I'll be giving you this much for your expenses, and that's the allowances. Now mmeenda kwa allowances.
Kuna mtu ameuliza where do you get them, but that one was another part we are going to eat. She's still going. Also, anauliza where do you get them in Kenya, but I think she's still going to talk about where you get them. So it was for now, it was no more questions, and if nobody akona questions, then Nancy can go ahead. When should the sugar daddy start giving you what? I have to read it. When should the sugar daddy start giving you an allowance after you meet?
That is according to how you understand with each other, venye mnaelewana na like umemeet sugar daddy, umemwelezea, umemwambia, you know what, my apartment costs this. So it's so automatic, like you make an arrangement. That's why it's called arrangement. Like, that's why it's called an arrangement. Like, you make a deal with him. Like, it's every month. Some they like to give after every 2 weeks. Another one will give you every month. Like me, I get monthly. Like my current daddy gives me monthly. So I would say it depends with the daddy, and also every daddy is different. No daddy is like the other. Every daddy anatuanga pesa kulingana na mfuko wake, So the kind of I have right now, the allowances that is giving me is not the allowances that you get from another daddy. It's how it depends on how well the guy is.
Nessie, somebody says, Nessie, you look hot. Your lighting is perfect. Alafu kuna mtu anasema, I met one and he got angry when I started talking about expenses. Said hapendi kuombwa pesa.
Yeah, because that's not a sugar daddy. You just met somebody and you are just you didn't when you are chatting before you made a mistake. When you are chatting with him, that is not a sugar daddy material, because there's no sugar daddy material who will get annoyed when you talk about money. First of all, there's none. Anyone who gets annoyed because of money, that's not a sugar daddy. That's somebody who's trying to pretend to be a sugar daddy and is not qualified to be a sugar daddy, and you should just let that person go and never talk to him. If you want, you can block him.
Guys, if you have a question, it's easier for us because I have to go back to the chatting something, and I'm using the phone to read. So if you have a question, it's if you want. If you don't want, then continue writing. But if you want, you can put on you can unmute your mic, then uongee, useme unataka uulize swali lako, alafu urudi umute. So but just the way you want. Kama mtaki, mnaweza endelea kuandika. Kuna mtu ameandika question again. I think ametuma direct personal.
Nilikuwa nachukua screenshots.
Can you refuse sex until you get your allowance first?
No, by the way, let me tell you guys, like a real daddy doesn't even rush things about sex. Like for me, the daddies that I've had long-term relationship with, as in would sex is the last thing, you know. A daddy who you meet and he just wants to take you immediately to bed. That's what I said. You're supposed to know who is a daddy material. And that's why before you even meet one daddy material, you have to go many dates. Because otherwise, a lot of people they pretend to be daddies, but they're not. Honey, if you're gonna meet your daddy on social on the internet, on the dating site, yeah? Just an example. That's a daddy who is on the internet, and he can chat with everybody, remember, because internet is for everybody. He can, if you don't fit, he will go to the next one. He has nothing to lose until he gets whatever fits for him. But a real daddy is not like that. A real daddy, you will meet, he will understand you, you will make a plan, and if he have really liked you, you guys will move on smoothly. For me, I would say, let me tell you guys, I would advise you one thing. Before the current daddy that I have, I went more than 10 dates before I met him. And you know why? What I did? I was going on a date. You meet a daddy. Immediately, you guys start talking. And the first talking is not so much. He says, okay, let's meet next time. You go the next time, you start talking. But the way you talk, you realize this is not a daddy material, and I don't want him. So what do? You don't meet him next time, you know, because already you've seen it's someone who wants he wants a cheap sex, you know, let's put it that way. And they're pretending they need sugar babies. So they're coming on those dating sites just to look for cheaper sex. Because remember, first of all, to pay a prostitute, it's a fixed amount. If I have to stay with you 1 hour, you're giving me this much. If you are an escort, it's the same thing. If you're gonna stay with me for 5 hours, you give me this much. Remember, the longer it stays with a prostitute or an escort, the much the money. So he's coming on this website for sugar daddies or for sugar babies to look for cheap sex, because he's gonna meet you and say, you know, I want to know you, but before then, let's get to know each other. I want to test you. Before he even gives you the money, or before he even does anything to you or any allowance talk, you can see that was a person who was only looking for cheap sex, because to pay a prostitute is expensive. To pay an escort is expensive. So he's coming to play with you. You as a person who is out there looking for a genuine daddy, he's gonna use you in the name of sugar daddy. So that's why you're supposed to be sharp. And that's why when Kawi, you asked me, what are the qualifications to be a sugar daddy? I said your intelligence. You have to have a lot of intelligence. And it's up to you to see the daddies that are serious and the daddy material and not the daddy material. It doesn't matter, baby girl. You can even go as much as 40 days. It doesn't matter. You'll find your daddy. You only need one. You don't need many. So yes. Hi. Yes.
Kuna mtu ameuliza swali. Let me read. Jamani, mbona hamtaki kuongea? Kuna mtu amesema, Kawe and Nessie, you look super hot. Thank you. Alafu kuna mtu alikuwa ameuliza, hi dear, what website are the best to find daddies in Europe? She's going to talk about that later. Elegantla. do you think you should lie about your name to a daddy?
When you're meeting online, it's allowed because for your privacy. Because I would say sometimes even when you're chatting with a guy online, don't even give him your real name, because these daddies are very nosy. They will go and start googling your name. If it's Nancy, they want to go Nancy and start before even they meet you. So they want to know who you are. They want to come to your Instagram. So, and once they Google your name, they're gonna find all the information. So I would say, if you met your daddy online, don't give him your real name until you know that you have something together, and then you can give him your real name. And it's always allowed to say that I didn't give you my name because, for privacy purposes, and it's allowed according to the law. It's very much allowed. So I would say, take your time and know when to give him your real name. Yeah.
I think so too. It's not good kupeana jina lako kama hujakutana na mtu.
Na kama haujamjua. These daddies are very nosy. Nimesema ataenda huko mtandao, aanze kugoogle, akupata Instagram yako, aanze kuangalia vitu zingine zenye huko ataka ajue. So ama even if possible, when you meet him online, just have another number that is not the current one, with a different name. There are so many numbers you can use. Even you can buy fake numbers. Talk to him until you can get him to the right number when you know that he's serious. That's what I normally do. For me, any daddy that is serious is the only daddy who knows my real names, and is the daddy who knows who I am. Otherwise, I don't tell just anybody about my name, because I know how these people behave. So you can lie at first, but if somebody is serious with you, then once you move your relationship to the next step, then because he's gonna give you money, we need your name, your age, your location. He wants to know where you live. So, but after, if you know the person is genuine and he really needs a sugar baby.
How do you deal with arrogant sugar daddies?
First of all, I would say I have had the same experience of having arrogant daddies, and it's not funny. It's not really funny. It's really a very bad experience, because I remember there was some time I got a date with a daddy in Berlin, and it was really okay, but he was really very arrogant, because the first time he saw me, and I'm a black girl, and he was like, oh, so how did you come to Germany? Did you come with Mediterranean? Like, he has already valued, yani ameshani value that, like, I can't just come to Germany. I can't be in Germany normal way. I have to use Mediterranean. We have this arrogancy that shows you that this is not somebody that I want to associate myself with. And if you notice a daddy has this kind of arrogance, I would say don't even go any further with you, because it will start disrespecting you. Remember, we have some daddies who are very disrespectful. They are very disrespectful. And it's up to you to know that if the daddy is arrogant, don't waste your time, honey. You need to have somebody in your life who is respecting you. Remember, you need a lot of respect, and it's good to respect each other. And I would say, if somebody is arrogant, honey, don't waste your time. It was nice meeting you. Thank you so much. And that's what I always do to these daddies, because I've had the same experience, not once, not twice, not thrice. So I know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Alafu this, I think the same person no, not the same person, but on that topic, kuna mtu ameuliza, what about the pictures before you meet in person? I think the person means if you should send your real pictures, but basically kule kwa mtandao si utakuwa bado umeweka picha zako ama.
I would say it's okay. You can send him your photo. It's okay, but just nice photos, well dressed, not when you're naked and especially, let me tell you, a fake daddy will always ask you for your titties or for your. A real daddy has not time to ask you, show me your ass, show me your titties. Like, these are all grown men. Like, they have had experience in their life. These are not young boys. Remember, they are successful in their businesses. They have seen all the kind of women in the world. So, honey, it's just there to have you. Like, it doesn't even need to ask about you. He knows how a naked woman looks like. So you should differentiate between a real daddy and a fake daddy, and I think that is one sign of knowing who is a real daddy and a fake daddy. You can know very fast, because you know the way he's talking to you, what kind of question he's asking you. You are a woman, you can sense it. and always follow your instincts.
Hi, Nessie.
Hi.
Okay, so are you saying that you can't find a sugar daddy online?
No, I didn't say you can't find a sugar daddy online. You can find a sugar daddy online. It's very possible. I've gotten daddies online. What I'm saying is that online is nowadays full of scammers, and it's full of people who are not really sugar daddies but looking for cheap sex, or looking to mistreat girls, or they are there just for their own advantages. That's what I say. You have to be very sharp to know a person who is serious with you and a person who is not serious with you. That's what I said, but I didn't say that you can't find a daddy online. You can. So much possible, but we have so much scammers right now, so many, and you need to be really, really, really smart.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Kuna mtu ameuliza, do you think legit sugar daddies are scarce? Because I never find a legit one. I'm in Europe.
You never find a legit daddy, because I think how many dates did you go? I said before, you even find one daddy who is like daddy material. You have to go more than even 20 dates. It's possible before you even meet that one. I'm not even talking about two. One daddy to fit in your daddy, whatever your requirements. You can even go as many dates as you can. So don't give up, honey. If you're only meeting the wrong ones, keep going. You will find the real one. There's always somebody for everybody. Don't give up. Just keep pushing. Go as many dates as you can, and also don't depend online so much. Always go to those nice places where you can meet the daddies. Remember, most of the rich people are not even on social media. Remember that. Most of the rich people, they don't even know what is Instagram. They don't even know what is WhatsApp. So remember, always don't rely on online. Always look outside online. Like always go outside. Mtandaoni, start going to those poshy places. Just Google what rich people does. You know, go to that golf course. Go to that mafarasi. Go play golf. Go, interact. Know where the daddies goes. Go there. As much as you're online, but you can always.
But we need the money.
Exactly. And if you can't afford to go there and you need a daddy, I can give you a tip. If I want to have a daddy and I want kabisa, I know daddies comes here. You can even go to that place like a golf place and ask for a job. Go tell these people, employ me here, because your aim is not working there because you don't want to be a waiter for the rest of your life. You're only there to meet the daddies because that is the only way you can meet them. And once a daddy meets you there working, actually he will even respect you. And that is the only way. That is your only access to meet a rich guy, because you're working there, and that is where the rich guys comes. So your chances of meeting your rich guy are very high. So go look for a job there, work even 6 months. You're only there just to look for a daddy. There's so many ways of killing a rat, honey. So many ways.
Yes, I think what Nessie is saying is true, because we used to visit a place where rich people go with their, how do you call them, yacht? This big ship. Germany is so much into me. So, and I used to see so many East Europe ladies work in these places. And then I was told by one lady, they are here because they are looking for the men, those rich guys.
Yeah,
so they start working like waiter in restaurants or in hotels, but they know what they are doing there. They are wako mawindoni.
Exactly. The same thing for me. If I know I don't have the money to go where the daddies go, because for you to find these rich people, you have to use money. If you don't have the money, go to those places where rich guys goes. Ask for a job. Ukipata a job hapo, you will know very well the chances of you interacting with a rich guy is 90%. Na kama wewe ni mjanja, uko hapo unafanya kazi, unatafuta. Rich guys wako pale, atakuona, atakupenda, na kazi imeisha hivyo, umepata bwana yako. So my dear, use your mind, use your brains.
Nessie, did you hook up someone? with the daddy in Diani already.
I didn't hook up anybody because I noticed guys are very desperate. Everybody was texting me, asking me, oh, Nessie, sina pesa ya chakula, Nessie, ati oh, Nessie, mimi sijalipa rent. And you know, that is one mistake. You can't come to me and tell me I give you a daddy because you don't have food, you don't have rent for this month. What about if you go meet the daddy and he doesn't like you? And then if you go there cheaply, kwanza kuna mmoja aliniandikia akaniambia mimi hata sitaki pesa mingi, mimi nataka tu like I only want like 5k ama 2k. And then I was thinking, I give you a daddy who wants things in Kenya to go and ask for 5k because you're desperate. First of all, the first mistake is you don't look for a sugar daddy when you're desperate. You are doing yourself a very big mistake. You have to know that you have to look for a sugar daddy when you are financially stable. You can take care of your bills, you can take care of yourself. That's where you're gonna meet a daddy who will take care of you because you're not desperate. Once you are desperate, you will meet people who want to use you or just make sex with you and give you that small money and that's it. So honey, that's what I said. I haven't given anybody. I got like 100 DMs, but I didn't give anybody because when I was reading all these DMs, I saw like nobody qualified to get that daddy. So I didn't give anybody because they are desperate. I can't give a daddy someone who is desperate. I can't do that. Never.
Nessie, okay, ask please.
Unajua, like places like here in Middle East, because for me I live in Dubai, so places like here in Middle East, first of all, if you go to like this golf places where these daddies go, wanakwambia they want like a fair-skinned woman to work there. First of all, consider yourself, you don't have the money to go spend there, or you don't have the money to go like join that golf course. Umeenda kuulizia kazi, wamekwambia they want a fair-skinned woman, they want a Filipino, they want a Russian. What can you do? And you are really determined to go, like, to get in there.
Oh my God, that is, first of all,
that is in Dubai.
Because that is total racism.
Dubai.
Wow. I used to hear Germany is racist, but I don't think Germany is racist, really. Because there's no place I ever ask for work and people deny me because I'm black.
No, in Dubai they say that a lot. Like they tell you on your face, yeah, there's this position and it's readily available, but we want a fair-skinned woman, either Filipino, Russian, American, name it. But just since you are black, you're already out of the equation, kabisa.
Wow.
Hey, Yamani.
Oh, that's really sad. I would say in such a place, if you really mi ni kichwa ngumu tuanzie hapo. Mi ni kichwa ngumu, I will tell you what to do. Nishakataza kwenda hiyo place na Johnny place naweza pata matajiri. You know what you do? But you know sometimes also these daddies are not on. Those are the daddies who comes there. They're not fucking online. That's the problem. If you want to meet a daddy who comes there, most of them they're not even on internet. But let me just share my 2 cents because first of all, it's so disappointing to go to a place and you're being told we need a fair woman. That is racism. In Germany, it's not allowed. And also in Middle East, they should fight it. If according to the law, but I'm sorry, I can't do much. I can only share my 2 cents, opinion. So what if I was in your shoe right now and I really want to go this place, nimenyimwa kazi, sina pesa ya kwenda pale, me I would just go in the near and just put my Tinder on and it will give me the people around. And if the place is near, don't tell me that there's no daddy who doesn't know what is Tinder. So don't find me. Or any app that will show the people around. Any app that will show you the guys around the place, and then you can use that app for your benefit. You don't need to go inside. You can also even go outside. Nobody will come and chase you because you're outside. Put your Wi-Fi. Put your
wow. Somebody says Tinder is illegal in Dubai.
Yeah, Tinder is illegal in Dubai. Like unaona, if you go on Tinder, there are not like 90% of the men in Tinder, upper Dubai, they are CID, they are police, because they know very well black women are on Tinder looking for men. Unaona? So there are a lot of undercover CIDs. There are a lot of police.
Nizime akina Nesi, what the fuck?
Because a nice European looking man. So like you go there, you start to swipe, you talk. Wanakukujia, they catch you and they arrest you with
But you want to
prostitution.
tell me is everywhere in Middle East or it's just 1 or 2 places? If those 1 2 places, then okay. If then there is no Tinder, then you can just try and look for the sites that can work in Middle East, because we have some sites that can show you where the person is, location. Just try those, because also rich guys are there. And if you can't look for a job, if you can't go inside, you don't have the money. It's really always a very hard. It's something hard. That's why you also need to look for a daddy when you're financially stable, that you can afford all those things. Because if you're using your money to go,
Nesi, they are saying uko Dubai, uko Middle East, dating sites are illegal.
All of them, they're illegal.
that's not all.
By the way, all of them, they're illegal. Like, if you are found with a dating site, like to say, for example, you are caught with police right now, they start checking your phone. Wapate sijui Badu, wapate sijui Tinder. That's a punishable mistake, kabisa. Just finding the app on your phone. It's punishable.
Because huyo anasema you're not allowed to date. They follow Sharia law. You are supposed to be married to date. Chai.
Oh my God, then I'm really sorry for the girls in Dubai, because I don't know what kind of advices to give, because I think if you can't go there, then if you can't work there, you can't use online, it's really tricky, because most of the places you can meet daddies, either you go by yourself, or either you work there, or you use online dating, most of 90%. So if you can't go there, you can't work there, and it's a really hard situation that I don't know how to help. It's really hard. On this, I don't know how to help any girl in Dubai. If you're being racist, the government is doing nothing about it. If you can't go those places, you can't go on a dating site. It's a mess up. I would say it's really messy, honestly.
But maybe I can say something. According to kama hiyo sasa hiyo ya hiyo golf places, ama those rich places where rich people go, maybe restaurants, ama golf places. So, kama hapa German, I remember one of my of my relative, wacha niseme tu relative, ni family, aliniambia kama they were somewhere in sitasema wapi, na yeye na rafiki yake wakakuwa wamekaa, and they didn't wakaingia kwa hizi it was the most expensive hotels actually, but they do allow people to drink or eat. You must not be sleeping there. You can go inside, you can eat or drink, but that means you have to have the money kulipa. So they went there, they actually never had money, but they never paid. Somebody actually bought them, paid the drinks for them. So unaweza save kidogo kama hiyo places za golf zenye ukienda kuomba kazi wanakunyima, you can save a little bit for 1 drink or 2 drinks, then go there. It's about investment, I think, like Nessie always say, it's investing. So you can go you can go there, then try pretend like you're drinking. Maybe you will see a guy who is there alone.
Yeah, or you can and also remember, no, Kawi, I would discourage that of going and sitting and waiting for the guy. I would say, because some daddies, a rich daddy, yeah, remember most of the rich daddies are very, very shy. They are like, most of them are very, I was trying to approach China, because the daddy has money, the daddy is like, yo. So if you go there, sit and you just look like you are a broke woman who is just there like unatega, and a rich guy comes there, he will not talk to you. He will just come there, do his business and go. Because you know what? You're supposed to go somewhere. If you know you're looking for a daddy, and you know you're looking for a rich daddy, if you go somewhere, let's say a restaurant, keep yourself busy. Make you look like you're doing something. Make phone calls. Look like you're a businesswoman. The daddy should sit there and know that the mentality, you should make a daddy know that you are not there for them. You are there because you came there to enjoy yourself, because you have your own money. That is what you should make the daddies believe in their head. It's not the reality. but at least what you should make him believe, when he sees you, he should think, oh, this is a girl who just came here to enjoy. She's working, she has her own computer, she's doing her own phone calls, and she's drinking something. You know, you bring that mentality to the daddy, but don't look desperate that you're just there for the man. Because rich daddies, they hate that. They hate it. They will not talk to you. They will, even when you try to talk to them, they will look annoyed because they have already seen you are there for them. For you as a woman to know that I'm here for the men, but I don't want the men to know that I'm here for them. So I keep myself busy. Either I come with a friend, we sit here, we start talking, or I come with my laptop. I make fake calls. I start talking about business that is not there, business that I have never owned. I will, because that is their rich people. In their mind, they will not know that you are. They will not know that you're faking. Remember, these people are rich. So, honey, it's up to you to use your femininity, use your mind. But because if you sit there and you let your daddy know that there is no rich daddy will come to you, believe me, they will walk away and go. I'm serious. I know. I have experience. I know this.
Kuna mtu anauliza. Kuna mtu anasema enda na laptop or book look like you're busy.